So in this video, we're going to solve one more question based on non-homogeneous differential equations. Always remember one thing, that in order to get the value of the solution, so y is equal to this solution is equal to what? Yc plus yp. What is yc? Yc is nothing but complementary function, okay? And yp is nothing but the particular integral or particular function, we can call it. So combination, addition, summation of these two will give you the solution of this particular differential equation, okay? So what's the first step? First step is to find the yc value, that is complementary function. So for that we have to proceed some steps. We'll see the steps. The first thing, we have to assume that let d is equal to capital D is equal to d by dx, and in this question they have directly given in second order differential equations. So that means directly they have given d square y by dx square. Instead of this, they can give it as what? Y double dash for second order. Dy by dx they can give it as y dash. So you have to understand that it is given in other way. So here what happens, this equation, just write it in this form. So in place of d by dx, put d. So d square y minus 3d y plus 2y is equal to 10 e power 3x. This is the first step we have to do. See, in place of d by dx, no? So here d square y by dx square is there. D square y by dx square. So y you have to keep it aside. Y you have to keep it aside, right? In place of dy by dx, I substitute d. In place of d square by dx square, I substitute d square. That's it. Okay. What's the next step? Take y common. So d square minus 3d plus 2 common y is there is equal to 10 into e power 3x. After this, what you have to form? You have to form the auxiliary equation. How to form auxiliary equation? Inside this bracket, whatever the function is there, after taking y as common, substitute equal to 0, and in place of d, put it as m square minus 3m plus 2 equal to 0. Very simple. Okay, we are not bothered about RHS side, we are calculating only LSS part for CF, that means complementary function YC. So in this is a quadratic equation. You can apply quadratic formula, factorization, or in calculator, if it is allowed, you can use that calculator also. Here I will do the factorization method. It is quite simple. What we are going to do, 1 is the coefficient here. So 1 into 2 is nothing but 2. So while multiplying I should get 2, and while adding I should get what? Minus 3. Simple concept. So I can use here what? Minus 1 and minus 2 I can use, right? So m square minus 1m minus 2m plus 2 is equal to 0. Spreading our middle term. Now here when you see minus 1 minus 2, minus 1 into minus 2 is what? Plus 2. Yes, I got it. Minus 1 minus 2, when you add, how much you will get? Minus 3. That is also fine. So everything is satisfied. So here we can do grouping. Take common m into m minus 1. Here also common should be m minus 1. Okay. Outside what will come? Minus 2 will come. So take m minus 1 common here. So what is left out? M minus 2 is left out, equal to what? 0. From this it is multiplication factor. I can write m minus 1 is equal to 0 as well as m minus 2 is equal to 0. From this m value will be getting it as plus 1, and here m value will be getting it as plus 2. Okay. Now remember one thing, that when you have to write yc value, okay, so here whenever you are getting different, or we can say real numbers and distinct roots. What is the meaning of distinct? Distinct means separate roots, not equal roots. So then the yc value will be equal to, suppose m value are getting alpha and beta, not alpha, not same, they are different. Here plus 1 and plus 2. So yc value is equal to c1 e power alpha x plus c2 e power beta x. So yc value we got it. So similar way we have to write here yc value. So yc value for this particular question will become c1 as it is, e power, in place of alpha I can write plus 1x, so 1x, instead of that directly write x, plus c2 e power 2 is there, so I have to write 2x. This is nothing but the yc value. So we got first part of the question. Now we have to find the yp value. So in order to find yp value, it's quite simple. What you have to do, we have to bring it in the form of k into 1 by function of t into e power x. Okay, or in other words, you can remember that simply you have to copy paste RHS divided by the f of t. Okay, that's also fine. So here what is k, what is e power x, that all you have to understand first. So basically a function is there, that function is represented by r, which is equal to k into e power x. Now compare this and this. What is k value? K value is 10. What is a value? A value is 3. Okay, here ax should come. Ax, e power ax. Okay, so this is what you have to understand. Yp is equal to 1 divided by, right? So k value I'll write first. That is nothing but 10 into, otherwise directly you can write. There is no problem. I'm just telling. This way also you can write. Otherwise directly 10 e power 3x you write in the numerator. Okay. So 10 into 1 divided by f of d. F of d is nothing but function of t, which is this part. So d square minus 3d plus 2 into e power 3x, which is equal to what? Equal to what? So we have to understand this thing, that here we are going to substitute the value of a, which is nothing but 3, in place of d. So d we have to going to substitute the value as what? 3. So what will happen here? So yp will become 10 into 1 divided by, in place of d put 3, 3 square minus 3 into d plus 2, d in the sense 3, 3 into 3 plus 2 into e power 3x. Okay, so you're getting the value as what? Yp is equal to 10 into 1 divided by 9. 9 minus 9 is 0, so what is left out? 2, right? So this and this cancelled, so what is left out? 2 into e power 3x. So directly you can write the answer as 10 into e power 3x divided by 2. That's why I said you can directly write 10 e power 3x. Okay, that's also fine. Anything is fine. And this is nothing but what? Yp value. Now what do you have to do? You have to just combine the solution. So the general solution will be what? Y is equal to the complementary function plus particular integral, or in other words we can say yc plus yp, which is equal to c1 e power 2x plus c2 e power x plus 10 into e power 3x divided by 2. This is nothing but yp, these two are nothing but yc. This is the whole solution.